Yep. Yep. Absolutely. This couldn't wait. You know, had to take care of some business today. Um, my mother and everything else. So I came home and I said, all right, let me get to work. I like to make my days productive. And like I said, I love this channel. I like it here. And this could not wait till this evening. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's the Painful Excellence podcast. And I want to talk about this. Y'all see this? The one above is Kelis. The one below is our sister of over, 3 decades, Mary J Blige. And I'm going to cook on some things. And I need the women to pay attention because I need some participation in this. First, let's see who's in the chat. The Village Brothers, salute. Arm and I, salute, sis. Jose Diaz, y'all must have forgot. Stormy B-Man in the building. CB Sports TV, 10 TV. What's going on? Phenomenal Mexican. Oh yeah, we live early. This could not wait. And who knows? I might go on later on tonight still. But this could not wait. This could not wait. This was like, okay. My email's at the bottom right there. 1000slaps@gmail.com. Amanas. Hit me up. Hit me up, sis. I'm at your service. Hit me up. I got you. Let me know what you need, and I'll try my best to help you. Oh yeah, Jose? Yeah. Let's get to this. Y'all all know who Kelis is. No doubt, phenomenal Mexican, man. Salute to you, man. Look, there's been a lot of talk about what Mary J Blige is going through. They're looking at this woman as the victim, and she's going through an ugly divorce. You see, we as people, whenever there's a divorce, first of all, divorce is like the last option. It's supposed to be the last option. And when you think of divorce, don't you in your mind automatically, haven't we been conditioned to think that once you hear divorce, that the woman is the victim in all of this? Poor her. And with that being said, when a woman walks away from a divorce, she usually walks away the winner. She gets the house, she gets the car, she gets a chunk of money. Because divorce is always the male's fault. It's always the male's fault, right? Don't you always think that? Isn't that what we're led to believe? It's always the man's fault? And even when it is the woman's fault, when she's dead wrong doing whatever, what do we say to the men? Yeah, you should have known better. You shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have stayed with her. You shouldn't have did that with her. You get what you deserve. Nobody feels sorry for us. Well, I need you to look at this meme I made, just like literally about maybe a half hour ago. Y'all remember what Kelis did with Nas? And by the way, these laws and these Ryan Wright, salute. Smash the like button, y'all. These rules, these laws that come about, it's so easy for a woman to shout out irreconcilable differences as a means for divorce. A woman could literally marry you for 3 years, we remain married. She could jump up and decide, hey, I'm not into this anymore. I'm done. And be done with you. Take your house, take some whips, and you're gone. If you have a child, child support. If you make a substantial amount of money, and she was used to a particular lifestyle, spousal support, and you're done. This is what Mary J Blige is going through right now, but the shoe is on the other foot, and everybody's having a pity party. So I did some research. I said, why is everyone, she's on stage and people are feeling sorry for her. Listen, I remember when Kelis divorced Nas, the numbers that were read were outrageous. I couldn't fathom that. I said, whoa. And then Dr. Dre's was worse. I mean, he ain't sweating it because he has residual income. His net worth is damn near in the billions too. But what always grinded my gears is like, these women come in and they leave, and then they get all of this money, and she never spun a turntable, cut a record, nothing. And she's entitled to all of that? Well, the law says yes. So if the law says yes, it is what it is. And what do people always say? Well, the dude should know better. They should know better. You run the risk. Y'all want a prime example? Y'all want a real-time example? I'm trying something new with my scenery. Don't worry about it. Y'all want a real-time example? I'll give you a real-time example. Right now, Zion Williamson, the young man, not even 25 years old, can dunk a basketball. That guy, that kid, he's a kid. Right now, I think he got like a Instagram model pregnant. And then a porn star came about and said, no, I'm the baby mama too. Y'all hear this craziness? Now, when his shit folds, and these chicks say, okay, 3 years is enough for reconcilable differences. I'm gonna get back on the pole, or I'm gonna jump and do some porn, or I'm gonna just find the next sucker. But you see this kid, 15 more years. And I think I'm gonna need $1 million a month, because I'm used to this lifestyle now. No one's gonna feel sorry for him. They never do. Deli Day, salute. Because right now we're looking at him like, where's his mom? His mom should know. His mom should be able to see these chicks coming a mile away, let alone his dad. Big block, salute. But you can't tell him nothing. This kid don't know any better. So now he got an Instagram model pregnant. And by the way, I heard she's like 10 years older than him or something. Something like that. She's significantly older than him. I thought being a creep was outlawed. Right? Aren't they trying to shit on Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh, he's in his 50s or knocking on his 50s, and his girlfriends are all in like 18, and so what? She's legal. She's legal. What's your problem? What is your problem? You don't want to date chicks his age. You know why? That's a pain in the ass. That is a pain in the ass. More on that on another show. Jeff Sparks, salute. But if it goes sideways for him, I'm not wishing it on him, but if it goes sideways for him. By the way, I saw a video of a baby shower. What I didn't see, smoking talk, salute. What I didn't see was a wedding. You see what I'm talking about? You see? You see this nonsense? See? So no one's going to feel sorry for Zion if it goes sideways. Why didn't that chick say no? What did Leonardo DiCaprio do? Did he digmatize her? I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. Millionaire, Hollywood. Who's raising her? Don't get me started on these women's moms. Drew, what are you talking about? Well, a audio came out. Oh, no, text messages came out. R. Kelly, when he courted this young chick, at the time she was like 15 or 16, she was texting her mother. Her mother was telling her to look more like a kid around him because he likes young kids. She's basically pimping out her own daughter. Did y'all see that? I did a video on that. Why is that not bigger news? I don't know. So when I asked what these parents saw, I asked for a reason. I want to know the quality of the parents. But you know, Zion's a big kid. He's a big old Southern kid. Can dunk a basketball and talent through the roof. I mean, yeah, I saw that phenomenal Mexican. I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. But no one's going to feel sorry for Zion. I don't feel sorry for no 18-year-old chick dating Leonardo DiCaprio. What about this 29-year-old that's pregnant by an 83-year-old Al Pacino? Is he a creep? No. That woman's legal. And guess what? She's about to drop his seed. You think she doesn't know what she's doing? Why isn't she considered the creep? It's Al Pacino, but maybe he don't have all his marbles. He's in his 80s. Y'all know why Jack Nicholson is not doing any more movies? Because he can't remember lines anymore. Whatever last movie he did, that was his last movie. He said he can't retain the information anymore. He's old. Bruce Willis has a disease. He can't do it anymore. How do we know that woman is not a creep? DP Rocker, salute. Smash the like button, y'all. I'm about to go in on these people. Look, I appreciate Mary J Blige. I know she had the Quiet Storm, salute. She has a long career. She looks great. I saw her live at Radio City. Me and the wife went to a concert. Oh wow, that was years ago. Very talented. I know she had a rough start. You know, I know a lot of people in the industry say, yo, she's very difficult to work with. That's neither here nor there. AB, what up? But here's the deal. She is laying in the bed that she made. She met the man of her dreams. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And when she went to court, when they banged that gavel, why don't I just go ahead and read this? Mary J Blige went completely broke after being ordered to pay $30,000 a month in alimony to her ex-husband. Let that sink in. Mary J Blige isn't one to give up easily. Despite her rough patch, she's managed to pull through and now stronger than ever. Mary J Blige's marriage officially ended in 2018, and she was ordered to pay her ex-husband $30,000 a month in alimony. But Mary J Blige isn't one to give up easily. Despite her rough patch, she's managed to pull through and is now stronger than ever. Okay, went through a messy divorce. Ex-husband Kendu Isaacs. The circus of the separation had taken over the public eye through the mid and late 2010s. But the beauty of the whole thing is that Blige has bounced back stronger than ever. Okay, yeah, go girl, go girl, go girl. I'm glad she's okay. Trying to get some quotes here. So what can we learn from Mary J Blige's experience? Well, for one, it's important to never give up, no matter how bad things seem. Secondly, it's always important to have a strong support system. And finally, it's important to stay positive and focus on the future. Okay, Mary J Blige's divorce and court proceedings revealed a lot of hidden things about their marriage. Okay, listen to this. She had previously filed for divorce from her husband, her manager, in 2016. He was also her manager, y'all. Blige stated that irreconcilable differences were the reason for the split. They separated in 2015 after being married for 12 years. Let me stop right there. She filed for divorce, y'all. He didn't. What do we know about women in this country filing for divorce? It's usually them, right? She filed for divorce, irreconcilable differences. I don't know what was going on. I know if he was whooping her ass, that'd have came out. Mary J Blige was in her 50s. When she filed for divorce, she was like in her mid to late 40s. Now look, is Mary J Blige not a boss? Is she not a boss? She's a boss, right? So she's a boss. And she married her manager. And she said, you know what, this ain't working, irreconcilable differences. He didn't file for divorce, she did. Here's the thing, she was the breadwinner. Fine, divorce. And she, A, just wanted to get away from him for whatever reason. B, probably thought she can do better. But you made that bed, now you gotta lay in it, Mary. He didn't file for divorce, you did. Let me read some more. The divorce court judge ordered Mary J to pay her estranged husband, Martin Kendu Isaacs, $30 grand monthly in spousal support. Oh. She had previously filed, okay, I read that. Mary J Blige finally settled with the ex-husband 2 nights before she had slated to appear on the Academy Awards show. She had been nominated for Best Supporting Actress and Song for the film in her performance in 2017 Netflix original movie, Mudbound. Apparently, according to the court documents from the divorce trial, her expenses were more than her earnings from the role. Her expenses were more than the earnings, so she basically worked for free. Isaacs had claimed to be unemployable and cannot pay rent without Blige's financial support. Oh, God. Do y'all recall every time I say, how many times on my show have I said, ladies, if a man is dating you for the sole purpose of, if a man is dating you because you make more money than him, you shouldn't be dating him. That is what you call a glorified fuckboy. Now, this man, you know, he was also her manager, but that's probably a fancy label she gave him so he could like pay his own taxes or, you know, or whatever. But if they're getting divorced, that means he's not managing her, and he probably, I don't know, probably not managing anybody else. And plus, after this, who's going to hire him as a manager? Unemployable and cannot pay rent without Blige's financial support. He added that he had experienced physical manifestations of stress and emotional distress from this matter, which has caused him to become hospitalized. Oh, shit. He killed her. He killed, man. This had been discovered when the blast had obtained court documents from the case. I'm reading this from the blast. Isaacs had argued to the Los Angeles Superior Court that she had left him with no source of income after firing him from being her personal manager, a position he had held throughout their marriage. Wow. How long were they married? What did it say, 12 years? They've been married for 12 years. Reportedly, Blige had been complaining about her then husband, Martin Isaacs' lavish spending habits since the beginning of their marriage. sips drink. Reverse the roles. Doesn't this sound like a man who gave his wife a job and his wife's spending was out of order and she was a total liability? And he says, that's it, I can't take it. And when he files for divorce, fine, give me the divorce, but you gotta pay me 30 racks a month. Doesn't this sound like that? But the roles are reversed. You knew he had, but did you not notice, man? He didn't have bad spending habits before you met him? Okay. It says right here, in May of 2017, people obtained more court documents where Mary J Blige had claimed that Isaacs had spent in excess of $420,000 on travel charges, which had involved a woman he had been seeing outside of their marriage. Oh my God.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? What?
Martin had originally demanded $130,000 in monthly spousal support so he can continue to bask in the lavish lifestyle he had been enjoying before he had filed for divorce, which included a private chef, personal trainer, and vacations. Now stop right there. Doesn't it sound like they're kind of like dragging him and paying him to be this bad man? Dr. Mark, salute. Cop killer, salute. He's this bad guy, right? And they're dragging him, really? They're really dragging this dude, right? And the men are real quiet. And the women are pissed. Why are you doing that to her? No real man do that. Well, you know, you might be right. But watch this, y'all. She chose him. Oh, shit.
What? What?
She chose him. She did that shit. Salute to my beautiful sister, Amina. She said, they always think he won't do me like that. Yeah. How do you not know that this guy, yo, listen, man. Somewhere, there's people that know them, both of them, and they're saying, not out loud, she ain't see that nigga coming. There's someone close to him saying, I don't know how she didn't see that nigga coming. I know this nigga. There's girls around her. Like, I don't know how she didn't see this nigga coming. I don't know. How the fuck? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. So now they're in these articles dragging him, making him seem like a villain. No, he's getting what he deserves by way of the law, right? Let me get through this, and I'm gonna remind y'all of something. Let me get through this. Where's this nonsense at? So what can we learn from Mary J Blige's story? Well, even though life can be tough, sometimes we should never give up. We should keep fighting no matter what, because that's what makes us strong women and men. Clearly things didn't work out between the two. But we have to give Blige props for trying to hold on to her money the best way she could. Yeah. Now, let me remind y'all of this. Nasty Nas, how I knew him growing up in the 90s, aka Nas, like how y'all know him. I know him as Nasty Nas. Ordered to pay Kelis $350,000 plus in spousal support, in spousal and child support. Amount includes $10,000 a month to pay off the spousal support already owed by the rapper, totaling $299,015. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Remember that chick? She was a boss chick, right? She had her own money and had her own career. I remember when this story came out, I said, yo, that's a little harsh. What the hell? Oh, we're gonna get to that chill time, Majors. This is what I'm saying. Well, you know what? Let's touch on that right now, real quick. Right now, Kelis has been seen with fucking Bill Murray. He's like 1,004 years old. Now they're saying that they both, I think they lost their parents, and they've grieved together. Mark Wunderlich, salute. That's what the word is. Is Bill Murray stupid, or is she a predator? How do you go from Nas to Bill Murray? What? And I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, but understand what just listen to me. That's like going from Beyonce, as far as looks, to what was that chick that won UK Got Talent? That white chick, but she could sing. It's like, what? How do you go from that to that? What happened? Is that leveling up? Did Bill Murray come in and sweep her off her feet? Makes you wonder, right? But if Bill knocks her up and she keeps the baby, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna call him a creep? No. We're looking at her. No, we're looking at him and saying, yo, you're gonna get what you deserve. Like this shit with Al Pacino. You're 83 years old. You knocked up a 29-year-old woman. Bro, you're going to get whatever you deserve. For the next 18 years, you have to take care of that child. So whatever happens, all the people are going to say, especially women, yo, he did that. He signed up for that. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. Shit was making me dizzy. And I was lagging. So let's get back to this. It was a rough day in court on Monday. Rapper Nas, who was ordered by a judge to pay more than $350,000 in back child support to his ex-singer, Kelis, plus her legal and accounting fees. This is another thing I want y'all to understand, fellas. A woman can file for divorce. JC, what's going on? A woman could file for divorce, right? And if you're the breadwinner, you got to pay all her goddamn legal fees. So basically, she went to court for free. She's divorcing you for irreconcilable differences, taking half your shit, and you're paying her plus her legal fees. You're paying the lawyers. You're paying everybody in there. The lawyer defending you, the lawyer defending her, and all the fees. It's all on you. How about that? You understand? I hope you understand. According to TMZ, the Los Angeles Superior Court judge ordered Nas to immediately pay more than $47,259 in back child support and $40,454 in back spousal support. That hefty amount was in addition to an order to pay Kelis $10,000 a month in spousal support until Nas pays off the $299,015 he already owes Kelis in support payments. Nas, who is preparing to drop his collabo album with Damian Marley on May 18th, this was a while ago, y'all, was also ordered to pay Kelis legal fees. I just said that. See, I just said that. Legal fees in divorce case, which tops $155,000, as well as more than $48,000 in Kelis accounting expenses. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all hearing this? Ever since the couple split, just months before the birth of their first child together, last summer, they have been battling it out in court over support payments. In December, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge ordered the rapper to pay, let me see, bump up his monthly child spousal support payments from $40,000 to $51,000 for a total of more than $600,000 a year. Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I don't care what Mary J Blige is going through. I don't care. I don't care. This is the way of the world. How about stay married and just be unhappy? You can't. If a chick is in the mansion with you that you fucking paid for, and she's driving a car that you paid for, in a gated, you ain't got no neighbors. Your closest neighbor is a mile away, that you paid for, she still can't stand the sight of you. She's not gonna rest until you are away from her. But I'll take your money though. And we look at Nas and say, what, you ain't know what kind of person she was? How do we know she's not the creep? She's the one that filed for divorce. Watch this. Mary J Blige's husband didn't file for divorce. She filed for divorce. And she was a breadwinner. She did not know how this shit worked. Tay-Tay, ex-wife, what up? She filed for divorce. He said, okay, now let me ask y'all a question. Mary J Blige, as good as she looks, she's in her 50s. Who's dating her? Let me be clear. Who's dating her for her? And who is she? Huh? Who's dating her for her? Now, especially, she has the high guard up. She has the high guard up. She thinking that every man that comes to her is after her bread. She's used goods. She is used goods. I don't care how pretty she is. She's 50, way past the wall. Is she a high value woman? No. Any man that dates her has to be in it straight for the beats. Mr. Shelton, what up? Straight for the smash. And then, you smash and you pass. That's how you do her. Mary J? Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit that. We're going to date. I'm going to hit that. But, what I'm going to do, marry her? Huh? That last nigga, she paying 30 grand a month for God knows how long? Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. She's a liability to you. She's used goods. She's traumatized. She's over 50. And now she has to tour because she got to pay this dude. And she's the victim. I just read to you what Kelis did to Nas. You still not convinced? Let's go to Dr. Dre's situation. Dr. Dre's ex-wife scores massive divorce settlement. Now, mind you, in the Kelis thing that I just read, did they try and drag her? Did they try and drag her? Huh? Did they say, like how I read what they said about Mary J Blige's ex-husband? They dragged him. Did they drag Kelis? Nope. Nope. Did they call Bill Murray a creep for dating Kelis? No, but there's women looking at her like, jackpot, go girl. Yes, get that old white man. Yes. Some of y'all bitches yassing it up. Y'all weren't even born to know who Bill Murray is. The man's a comical genius. I don't give a fuck. But jackpot, right? Kelis, another bitch past the wall. She's used. What kind of man could Kelis pull? An old white man. Y'all want to divest that bad? That's what you want to divest to? Then it's no longer about love. Like how y'all want to convince us it is. It's not about love. I'm going somewhere, y'all. I just did Painful Excellence podcast last night, and I showed you one of the dumbest bitches in the world on Kevin Samuels' show. It'd be funny if it wasn't so sad. I get annoyed looking at that. The bitch said men marry women for money, women marry men for love. So Kelis saw, did she see dollar signs in Bill Murray? Or was that love? Al Pacino's 29-year-old girlfriend, was that dollar signs or love? Prior to Bill Murray, who the hell was Kelis even dating? Dudes will look at Kelis and what she did to Nas, they were like, nah, Jamel, what up? Nah, I ain't dealing with her. That is off limits. Intelligent Savage, what's going on? Good to see you. Nonito, Rachel, what up? Yeah, so let's read what happened to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's ex-wife scores massive divorce settlement. They're talking like she a hero. This is Rolling Stone. Nicole Young will walk away from a 24-year marriage with more than 1/5 of the rap icon's fortune and roughly half of his liquid assets. One of Hollywood's messiest divorces. Also will mark one of the industry's most costly. Dr. Dre and his ex-wife, Nicole Young, reach a massive divorce settlement Tuesday that will see Young walk away from their 24-year marriage with $100 million.
It's kind of pretty before it gets started.
Take that!
Sources familiar with the settlement told Rolling Stone that the two sides have finalized terms of their split, with the Death Row Records co-founder forking over more than 1/5 of his fortune and roughly half of his liquid assets. Young will be required to move out of their Malibu beach house by the end of the month, but will keep the Rolls Royce, the Range Rover, Escalade limousine, the Spider motorcycle, as well as all of her jewelry. The $100 million settlement concludes an 18-month divorce proceeding that played out in the press following Young's filing. She filed for divorce in June of 2020. And Dre's move to enforce the prenuptial agreement signed in 1996. So he tried, y'all. He tried. But powerhouse attorney Samantha Spector fought the validity of the prenup, arguing that Young had signed under duress. The couple shared 2 adult children. So she signed under duress, meaning she wasn't in her right frame of mind when she signed it. That's what they argued. Over the past year and a half, the battle between the 56-year-old rapper and the producer, whose real name is Andre Romel Young, and Nicole Young, 51, aired plenty of dirty laundry. Nicole claimed in the court papers that Dre kicked her out of the home early in April and plotted to secretly transfer their assets to deny Nicole her equal share. She also accused him of multiple instances of domestic abuse. Here we fucking go. Including holding a gun over her head twice and punching her in the head and face, all of which he denied. In April, Nicole won her bid to compel 3 of Dre's alleged mistresses, Jillian Spear, Kelly Anderson, and Crystal Rogers, to testify in the case. Likewise, Dre filed a separate lawsuit in September claiming that Nicole stole $353,571.85 from the coffers and of Record One studio in Sherman Oaks. I'm not going to read this anymore. So she got some hoes on her side. Three of Dre's mistresses. So she got some side bitches to flip. KP from KC5, salute. You know how easy that is? Yo, I'm gonna divorce this nigga. Take the stand. I'm gonna cut you a hefty check. Done. Dre Beats, was that her? Did she help him do that? How many hours was she in the studio with Snoop? Making beats, getting the vocals correct in the booth. Was her life threatened when Suge Knight was running the streets talking about murder, death row, whatever was going on the West Coast? Was that her? No. So she's getting $100 million for 24 years when her only job was to blow him. That was your job. Blow. Y'all remember Eddie Murphy Raw? Your only job is to bang your husband on command. But I guess she made out like a fat rat. Not one beat. She ain't make not one microphone, not one pair of headsets. Made 2 babies, $100 million. And that's normal, right? That's normal. That's justice, right? Fine. We're used to that. But we're supposed to feel sorry for Mary J Blige? $30,000 a month, that is steep. But you know what? 12 years, he was blowing her back out. She said he spent $400 and something thousand on vacations and all this other stuff. I don't know how she didn't nip it in the bud. Oh, I'm not like how Miss Young talking about he held the gun to her head. Blah, 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 blah. Is there a police report? Is there a police report? I love how some of these bitches be like, oh man, he abused me. Where's the police report? Oh, I ain't go to the cops because I love him. Shut. Oh my God, where's my button? Shut up! He held a gun to your head and he was abusive on multiple occasions and you didn't call the police on that black man? Shut up! I don't believe you.
Shut the fuck up!
I don't believe you. You're a liar. You're a liar. These women stay calling the police on black men. They stay doing it. Fuck you mean? And we're supposed to feel sorry for Mary J Blige? Get the fuck. Damn! No. No. This is another day at the office for me. But here's what y'all don't know. This was from 2015. This is an article from 2015. Let us read. Where is this at? Watch this, y'all. How breadwinning women are driving alimony reform. Now bitches want reform when they have to pay the alimony. You know what this reminds me? Can I touch on boxing real quick? Lomachenko got his ass cooked. Everybody's crying robbery. Teddy Atlas legitimately is signing a petition because he wants reform on how fights are officiated and judged. Now they want to change the 10-point must system. The Lomachenko situation made them do that. That is the one that did it. Jean-Claude Van Damme is saying, oh, this guy lost, alhamdulillah. Fuck you. The muscles from Brussels. Fuck you. Everyone in the real martial arts industry said you was a fraud. Nelly, hell dog, nah, you know, Devin ain't win that run around. Shut the fuck up, bitch nigga. Now everyone wants reform. Now everyone sees a problem. Mary J Blige gotta pay 30 racks a month to a man that she chose and stay with him for 12 years, and then she said, I want a divorce. He didn't ask for a divorce. You did that. You're getting what you asked for, Mary. I don't feel sorry for you. Now these bitches want reform. Let's read this. This was 2015. New York. When alimony reforms come to Florida, it may be too late for Terry McMillan, 65-year-old who runs her own jewelry business near Tampa. McMillan was ordered to pay her ex-husband $7,000 a month 15 years ago. Even so, she has joined the crusade to lobby state legislators to change the legal obligation to provide financial support to a spouse before or after marital separation or divorce. Oh, shit.
Whoa! What?
Some states have already put curbs on judgments, particularly the marriages of less than 20 years. But most, like Florida, are still in progress or are constantly evolving. She says, I thought it was my own island of misery that I had to go through this, but once I got involved, I was very impressed. There's light at the end of the tunnel, she said. Alimony, otherwise known as spousal support or maintenance, is an ongoing payment by the higher earning spouse to the lower earning spouse. It has changed and shifted over the last 40 years since the Supreme Court ruled that it had to be applied equally to both genders. Blogfather, salute. Cartoons made us salute. Y'all reading this? Y'all see this? Yeah. Yep. Yet, it is still heavily weighted toward men paying women. Only 3% of around 400,000 alimony recipients are male. According to the 2010 census, according to the 2010 census, up 0.5% since 2000. Recipients claimed $9.2 million in payments in 2013 on their tax returns. You know what? I ain't got to read this. I'm going to pull this one up. Y'all need to see this. This is great. You see that? Read that. More women are paying alimony as more wives become breadwinners. Take that, boss bitch. So when you see, Mona D, what up? So when you see these women talking about, hey man, I want a man that makes as much as me. See, they see shit like this and think that a man that makes as much as them is going to save them from this. But you know what the contradiction is? You ain't got to worry about this, because put in the chat who mostly calls for divorce. Is it men or women? Derek Gaines, salute. Is it men or women? Big Texas, salute. Is it men or women? That's right, Intelligent Savage. They're equal, but separate plan is backfiring on them. And they don't like it. See, this is the shit no one talks about. Salute, Philip D. Pet Pack in the building. 80% of the people filed for divorce are women. And that term, irreconcilable differences, just popped up. I don't know what year, but that means that's broad. He's not whipping my ass. Or a reconcilable difference can mean anything. It can mean anything. You can paint whatever picture you want. It's the term they made up. When a woman's tired of being around you, reconcilable differences. Leave you and I'm gonna fuck the guy up the block. He's about 5 years younger than you. And that shit don't work out. Let us read. This is from March 18th of 2019. There's been an increase in women paying spousal and child support. Let me tell you something. My boy's older brother is getting child support from his good-for-nothing ex-wife, King Corleone. Salute. Because she was a piece of shit. And yes, trust me, I know everything that happened. It was a big old thing. Law got involved in everything. It's another breakthrough for women, but probably not the one that they're relishing. A growing number of women are paying alimony and child support when their marriages break up. Hold up. All right, let me read that again. Because right off the bat, there's a problem. A growing number of women are paying alimony and child support when their marriages break up, according to a 2018 survey of 1,650 lawyers by the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. Some 54% of the attorneys surveyed have seen an increase of mothers paying child support in the last 3 years, and 45% notice an uptick in women paying alimony. They say when marriages break up, again, 80% of women file for divorce. Mary J Blige is the one that filed for divorce, ladies and gentlemen. I don't feel sorry for a situation. The trend, they're calling it a trend, y'all. The trend could be as a sign of women's growing earning power in the face of America's persistent gender wage gap. Here we go. But it can be a bitter pill to swallow. Those who experience this firsthand, and AAML President Madeline Marzano Lesvinek, I'm just gonna call her Madeline, a family law attorney based in Hackensack, New Jersey. One over-the-top example, a female business executive with a 7-figure income whose husband made far less money than she did ended up supporting her ex's expensive online pornography habit with her alimony payments, Madeline told Market Watch. Now look at all the examples they gave, they used this one. Of all the examples they could have used, did we need to know that this dumbass's ex-husband had a porn addiction? Did we need to know that? Out of all the examples, what about the man? Maybe she was a boss chick and he was a home husband. He was doing the cooking, the cleaning, taking the kids to their activities, but she wanted more. She wanted more. I'm going to work and I'm working 13, 14, 15 hours a day. And yeah, but honey, dinner's ready. The kids are cooked. Bella, what up? The kids are cleaned up and the house is clean. What do you want? What more do you want me to do? I want more. Come on, Chuck. Your penis ain't big enough. There's no excitement. But wait a minute. The deal is you got to pursue your career and I helped you by taking care of this. Sorry, I want a divorce. What? And meanwhile, Chuck has been in the house for 7 to 8 years, waited for her to get her degree. Then she got in her field and she's making 6 figures. And the deal was he put his shit to the side so she can pursue her dreams while he took care of the family. And now she wants a divorce. Fine. Now they're at the mediation. Well, what's your net worth? What do you make a year? I make $344,000 a year. And she says that with her titties poked out. She said it with her chest. My brother Kofa, salute. Bella Bell, what up? Okay. So let me do some math here. This, that, carry the one. Okay. Who wants the kids? Normally we give them to the mother, but you work a lot. So you're gonna pay a babysitter, or do you want the kids to stay with him? Well, I want my kids. No, well, you work. You had an in-house husband. You had a husband, a babysitter too. So now you want this divorce. Are you gonna pay for a babysitter, or do you want the kids to stay with the father? Or can he just come and stay in the house? And no, you want a divorce. You don't want the guy in the house. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it all. Who said that, y'all? You can't have it all. So he gonna get the kids. And by the way, his lawyer's saying, no, the kids should stay with him. Well, how is he gonna take care of the kids? The man don't work. He hasn't worked in over a decade. While you was pursuing your dreams, he put his shit on the side to be the house husband. And he hasn't worked in about a decade. Let's just say a decade. So he's gonna need some support. You want him out the house? Cool. Now he gotta get his own place. Or he could keep the house and you could move, which is what they do to men all the time. He can keep the house and you can move and get a condo somewhere. And you can keep the house. What do you want to do? So the kids ain't got to up and move. Why don't we give him the house and you leave? Because you're the one filing, so you should be cool with that. Right? It sounds crazy, right? The man gets the house, he gets the kids, she moves, but he hasn't worked. And the kids are 5 and 3. You are going to have to pay that mortgage. And you are going to have to pay for the lights and the gas. And you are going to have to pay him what? Alimony. Because he hasn't worked in a decade. This is the price you pay to get away from a man for no fucking reason that you apparently chose. But now you want to get away from him. Doesn't this sound backwards? Doesn't this sound like what men go through? I've worked. She was a homemaker. Her only job was to take care of the kids. And I kept the lights on and paid for everything. I come home, there's divorce papers on the fucking table. Because she feels undone. She's just not happy. There's no excitement. You're a fucking housewife. We take 2 vacations a year. You agreed to this when you said, I do. You're watching all this shit on the internet. You're watching all of these, Sex in the City, and you want your life back? What life you had? But in this scenario I just gave you, they don't tell you how much that happens, right? It does. Why? A lot of women are becoming the breadwinners. But in this article, they picked the worst scenario that they could find. Let me read it to you again. One over-the-top example, at least they told you it was over the top, a female business executive with a 7-figure income whose husband made far less. He was employed, but he made less money than she did, ended up supporting her ex's expensive online pornography habit with her alimony payments. Why would you put that in the article of all things? Anyway, Marzano, who represents the husband, said she successfully argued that those entertainment expenses were part of his lifestyle, and the court agreed when it calculated the monthly alimony sum. The wife wasn't happy about it, to say the least. Now listen. Is porn illegal? No? I guess pornography, Hen Dog, what up, is right up there with paying a gym membership And by the way, in the middle of this country, in the United States, those red states, what they call the Bible Belt. Y'all know the Bible Belt that I'm talking about? The red states, the Republican states, where they hold on to their guns and Bibles. I got my gun, I got my Bible. Those red states, guess what? The highest pornography purchase is also in those same red states. I'm not kidding. I looked it up years ago. Has it changed? I don't know. Bella Rings asked if it's a hobby. Probably. But he wasn't doing anything illegal. It could have said, yo, I play in a minor basketball or softball league. It's not NBA, it's not Major League, but it's a league. I pay dues and we have like 40 games in the season and I have to buy cleats and equipment. It's entertainment. In this case, it was pornography. He wasn't breaking the law. He's paying for it. The fact that he was paying for it, it pissed her off, but guess what? Many women, no matter how educated, how professional, how modern they are, modern, look, it says right here, y'all. No matter how sophisticated, I'm sorry, it didn't say sophisticated. It says no matter how educated, professional, or modern they are surprised to learn that they might have to pay alimony. It's something that has been ingrained for generations that fathers pay alimony. What makes women think that they won't fall victim to this? You think automatically because you're a woman, the courts are on your side? Usually they are. But since y'all want to be boss bitches, this is the price that y'all have to pay. Mary J Blige is paying the price. Maybe she should have sought legal counsel. Look, I'm thinking about divorcing this nigga. What could it cost me outside of me paying you? Well, there's a possibility you might end up paying him alimony. Really? Yeah. Let me explain why. How much money does he make without you? Zero. How long have you been married to him? 12 years. You have been his only income and you signed him up as a manager. So a portion of him is a tax write-off for you because you're paying a manager. Once you fire him, he's not working. Now, if you're still married to him and you fired him, he can't hit you up for no money because he's still living with you. But if you fire him and divorce him, he has no income, but he's used to living like this. How's that so? If you divorce him, you're gonna have to pay alimony. Y'all ever heard that term, it's cheaper to keep him? This is the shit I'm talking about. How many chicks have I dated back in the day? How many chicks have I dated back in the day where it was like, yeah, I got a man, but I'm on one side of the house, he's on the other side of the house. I remember I was dating this woman and we was at dinner and I said, all right, this is amnesty time. When I say it's amnesty time, that means right now you can tell me anything. And if I decide to deal with it, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to hold it over your head because I'm deciding to deal with it. But I'm giving you an opportunity to give me a chance to hear everything. And I want you to explain it. So I'm not going to hold, I don't want to find out later. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So not the young lady, but the older lady said, all right, I like that. So you need to know that I'm legally married. I said, oh, okay. Where's your husband? You need to know that he lives in the basement of my house. She had a brownstone in Brooklyn. I said, wait a minute, he lives in the house? She said, yep. He lives downstairs, the whole apartment downstairs. He has a bedroom, a bathroom. I don't see him. I live all the way on the top floor, and in between, we got 2 tenants. Nicholas, what up? I said, well, how does that work? I said, well, whether you believe it or not, it's irrelevant, but you ask him to tell you. She says, I have not slept with that man in 4 years. Why? She said, he cheated on me. I caught him. It was a young chick too. The chick was 18 years old, but she was still in high school. And he was sneaking her into the crib, and she came home one day and caught him. And she said, you know what? That's it. Don't touch me. I don't want to be around. And, oh, she said she had got her pregnant too. He had got her pregnant. And she said, I don't. So I said, well, why don't you divorce him? And she said, divorces are expensive. And I own the fucking brownstone. So he moved downstairs, and he knows that if I divorce him, he's going to be entitled to half of this shit. We got tenants. So we're separated. I don't talk to him. Other than, she said I'm cordial, but there's no hanging out. There's no going backwards. He's downstairs in the basement apartment. We got 2 tenants, first floor, second floor. I'm at the top floor. I don't deal with him. In fact, she had some Africans that lived in one of the floors. They think that he's a tenant downstairs. She says he goes to work. He worked for the city somewhere. I go to work. She worked. I forgot where she worked. She says, yeah, but if I divorce him, and she had other investment properties that had his name on it. She says, I don't want to split nothing with him. I'd rather him according to her, I never saw the dude, but she said he was morbidly obese after a couple of years. She says, she told me flat out, she says he's not healthy like he used to be. She says, I'm hoping that one day I'll just get that odor of death, and I'll learn that he's been dead downstairs for about a week. And she was dead serious too. I said, ooh, she hate that guy. But she knew if she divorced him, they would have to split up the investment properties, and she also made more money than him. This was back in 1996, y'all. No, 96, 97. Cheaper to keep him. And he's downstairs probably saying, yeah, let that bitch divorce me. And I found it weird. I said, he ain't come to you with divorce papers? She says, no. And then she broke it down. We have several investment properties plus the property we're living in. He'll be entitled to half of that shit. She had over $1 million in assets. She didn't want to split nothing with that nigga. She was literally waiting for him to die. Look, we hung out a few times or whatever. I wasn't trying to, whatever. But that was a learning experience for me. That was the first time I heard it like that. Reese, what up? Mary J Blige clearly didn't do her homework. Breadwinning mothers are on the rise. Now listen to this. In 1960, just 11% of households with children under the age of 18 had mothers who were the breadwinner. In 2013, moms were the primary provider, according in a record 40% of families in 2013. Pew Research Center report found. So from 1960, it went from 11% to 2013, it went up to 40%. I wonder what it looked like if they broke it down to ethnicities. Some 31.4% of single dads who have custody of their kids receive spousal support in 2016, and 52.3% of moms did. The parenting blog, Very Well Family, reported, citing U.S. Census Bureau figures, the average amount of child support was $5,774 per year, or about $329 a month. But only 68.5% of that money was actually received, according to the census data. Look at this. I literally couldn't believe it. Paying alimony is something Sarah Gilbert never thought she would have to do. But the 44-year-old mom of 3 boys now sends $349 a month to her ex-husband in Portland. The residents in Portland say she says the experience has made her never want to get married again, even though she's now in a happy relationship. Wow. This is great. Her husband was a stockbroker when they first met. Then he left the financial world to join the U.S. Army. After the military, he struggled to find work. It was unemployed when they split. Gilbert was working part-time at a bicycle tour guide. He was working part-time as a bicycle tour guide. That's making about $1,000 a month during the divorce. She was shocked when the judge gave her, listen to this, y'all. She was shocked when the judge gave her ex-husband primary custody and ordered Gilbert to pay monthly support. The jaw dropped out of my mouth, Gilbert said. I literally could not believe it. Had I been working a corporate job, I would have expected to pay spousal support to him, but I was a tour guide. female breadwinners going through a divorce will sometimes argue that their husband is underemployed and could have earned as much as they did. Listen to this. Could have earned as much as they did if he had worked as hard as she did. So you're dating a dude that you deem a bum. He's underemployed because he didn't have no motivation for whatever reason. But you was with this nigga, right? Okay. But the reality is, if during the course of the marriage, you allowed him to make less. Listen to this. Didn't I just say this? During the course of marriage, if you allowed him to make less and took on the role as the breadwinner, you are going to pay that support. Bam. Anthony, salute. Ain't this cool? I do not feel sorry for Mary J Blige. No. This is the law. Gerard Harlem in the building. Salute. This is the law. The law is the law is the law is the law is the law. Yeah. Philip D. Yeah. Shane Mosley's wife. Shane Mosley, y'all heard him talk lately? His shit is mumbled. She wasn't getting all hit upside her head. You know, she divorced and she tried to take his championship belts that he's won over the years. She tried to take the championship belts. She didn't get hit upside her head. She tried to take his championship belts. Why would you do that? I remember I was watching Divorce Court years ago. The man had a comic book collection of first edition, like Superman, like first appearance of Spider-Man. He was a comic book collector. And in her case, she wanted the goddamn she wanted the goddamn comic books. Judge said, "Why do you want the comic books? You don't read them. You don't like them. You said you hated the fact that he be in the basement organizing them. You couldn't stand it." And she said, "Well, I just want to take it from him." Look, if you want to be away from him, get away from him. Why do you want to take something that he likes? Vindictive bitch. Well, needless to say, she didn't get it. But yeah, I don't feel sorry for no Mary J Blige. Everyone partied with Dr. Dre's wife and Kelis, who's now dating a 100-year-old man. The predator that she is. Man, I had to get online and voice my opinion. I might be back tonight, y'all. We on a roll. I told you I love it here, y'all. So salute to all of y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmos, the Cash App, the Super Chat. I might be back tonight, y'all. I'll catch you on the rebound. Sorry, Mary J. Law is a law.